We're starting the episode.
We're starting the episode. Really?
Yeah. It's gonna be a funny bit. I swear, it's gonna be funny. So Luke just went to. God, I'm so close to the mic. Luke just went to get a drink. So we're just gonna start this without him.
Okay.
I'm not gonna introduce the topic yet, but we can make fun of him. He's gonna be there for so long.
He's gonna be there for a while. He looks really stupid.
What a loser poop head.
What an idiot.
I know.
Imagine.
Me and Hunter both got waters because we're healthy, and Luke's probably.
We're not healthy. We're dying. Actually, that's why.
Look at him. Look at him waiting over there. Look at him.
He's so stupid looking. Like,
I know.
what?
Send him a text in the group chat. Send him a text. Tell him we started the episode. He needs to get his butt over here. Tell him we're on the clock right now. Like, hurry up, man.
Just texted him. We started already.
I'm gonna explain what's going on. He's checking his phone right now.
He's gonna be so mad.
He's shaking his head.
He's so mad.
Okay, he's sending something in the chat. What? Let's see. No, he said he doesn't believe us.
Well, that sucks, nerd.
I'll send him a picture of the.
Once you listen to this episode, you'll understand.
I'm sending him a picture of the recording. We did indeed start.
We have started, buddy boy.
He's currently staring off into space, waiting for his drink.
Yeah. So, how's your day been?
It's been pretty good.
That's good. That's good.
Another reason I'm doing this is because I need to pad out this episode for as long as we got.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, the topic today is probably going to be pretty short.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense why you would want to start right now.
Yeah. He's checking. Oh, he's looking at me.
He's gonna get me so mad. But you know, it's good to start out the episode a little bit earlier, just to talk about stuff.
Yeah, he said, "Nice audio test, losers." Not an audio test, man.
We're not audio testing, buddy boy.
We genuinely started.
We have genuinely started. I cannot wait for you to listen to this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Do not cut any of this out at all.
I'm not. It's good. All going in.
Good.
You know what? We need to have a chat with the viewers today, or the listeners. Mm-hmm. How's your day going, you listeners?
I hope you guys are having a good day.
Yeah.
I hope Christmas goes well for you guys too.
Yeah. Christmas is coming up. New Year's is coming up.
Yeah.
We gotta start working on our specials. Obviously, we're doing our Christmas one after this. I guess I will explain a little bit of this.
Ooh.
Well, actually, I'll wait till Luke gets in here to talk about that.
I think we should talk about it right now.
Well, yeah.
Be kind of funny.
I feel like he'd have some good insight. Oh, did he actually get like a? Oh no, he just got his vanilla cream.
He is coming back. So yeah.
He's coming. Here he comes, guys.
So yeah.
Yep, there he is, the man of the hour.
Close the door.
I'm fashionably late.
Yep.
You are fashionably late.
Luke prioritized getting a drink over.
Listen,
how dare you?
Recording a podcast
they didn't
episode.
tell me they were going to start recording. That's my drink, Connor. I bought it.
Not that stupid.
Oh.
How much left is on it?
1538.
1538. Okay.
Or yeah.
Thanks, big dog.
Don't dox his
Just call me
comic gift
big
card.
dog.
Yes, I call you big dog all the time. I call people the big dog because I'm.
Because you're what?
Just feel like it.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright. So.
Are you seriously just started?
Yeah.
I started
didn't believe you.
We did actually start. Yeah.
I thought you were doing like a vocal check or something.
Nope.
Now you have a reason to listen because you don't know what we were saying.
Yeah, I'm very eager. Well,
Yeah.
I listened to it anyway. You probably should have done that for Hunter.
Yeah. Yeah. True. But
No.
First. I kind of brought this up a little bit, but I wanted to wait till you were actually in here to talk about it because I think it's interesting. I was talking about how we're doing our specials, and I almost mentioned how we're doing our Christmas special after this, even though we already did.
Should we explain that?
Yeah, so we have our first ever trashed 3 Media Junkies episode in history, and it was the first Christmas special.
Yeah.
So.
And I also remember before we recorded it, Austin said, "Yeah, I just came up with what we were doing for the Christmas special right now."
Yeah.
And usually I'm like, "Look at Austin has good ideas," but that one was just like,
That was pretty much me just like throwing random Christmas stuff together.
Like, yeah.
And it did not work. It was.
And then I had some ideas. I guess an epiphany overnight.
Yeah.
And I texted them. So it was this morning. It was sooner than it was last time when we decided what we were doing.
Yeah, it was this morning. That's the most prepared you can ask for.
Right before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, any small talk? You guys got anything to this
Anything.
My voice crack. Sorry. This would be the episode for small talk. So. Yeah, this is.
Well, I thought that was the last episode.
Well, yeah, good point.
Every time I come into Cave, I literally just tell you guys all of my small talk.
Exactly.
True.
I don't know. I guess maybe sometimes I should just save it.
Yeah.
You probably should start saving it.
So nothing crazy happened lately.
No, nothing crazy.
Any
It's been pretty
developments?
mellow.
Yeah.
It's almost Christmas break, so I'm gonna have a lot of free time then.
True.
True.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah. And we're gonna have another game sesh. You guys can play in my house.
Ooh,
Oh yeah, yeah.
You said probably should go into we're probably going to his house at least like maybe twice.
Once or twice, yeah.
Break.
So what games are we playing?
On the agenda we have the Deltarune not genocide, Snowgrave route.
Let's go.
Okay.
And then I don't know from there. So I'm thinking probably some Subnautica. I want Hunter to play a game, so I think Superliminal will be pretty fun. That one's gonna be cool. That kind of stuff. Yeah, some interesting games. It's, again, like we said, we're in this like dead space of games right now where nothing's coming out. We're just sort of like waiting.
Well, we were very spoiled by this year, though.
I know,
so much came out.
We should be grateful because obviously we got a lot.
You say that, but Help Wanted literally just came out 2 days ago.
Yeah. Help Wanted.
We need Mark to get on that though.
I haven't seen it. He hasn't posted anything?
Nope, not yet. But like Daco and some of like big like FNAF YouTubers have already done videos on it. But I'm just waiting for Mark. I'm loyal to him.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see. I haven't seen anything from the game whatsoever.
Yeah, I haven't either. I've been avoiding spoilers.
Yeah. But
it's the second FNAF VR game, just so everyone's aware.
Yeah. Being the FNAF nerds we are, that's very important. But
yeah,
I'm going to roll into the topic here with no momentum.
Okay. It should be impossible, but whatever.
Today, we're going to end things.
No.
What? What?
It's over. We're ending things.
Oh, okay. That sucks.
All right, now that the clickbait's out of the way. No, we really are ending things, but not in the way that you think. The topic for today is I want you to pick either, and I'll be going to, obviously, a show, game, book, series, anything like that had an ending you were not satisfied with.
Oh, not satisfied
And I want you to give all of us your perfect ending for that.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I will say before we go into this, I did have this idea, not this exact idea, but an idea to talk about finales very early on in the podcast, and we just forgot.
I think I kind of remember.
So it makes me happy that we're doing this now because I have a lot to talk about.
And I'm gonna say this real quick, Hunter. I call Death Note because
we can't remember he's gonna watch it.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
No. I kind of want to do Hunter x Hunter though.
I'm not gonna watch that.
Okay, we can do that.
Cringe.
I'm going to.
Okay.
It's just Hunter's names twice.
It's so good though. It's so
Dark Horse.
Well, now
you've already said it apparently on the podcast.
Yeah.
According to my mother.
Yeah. But,
it's okay.
Now I have to think of what I want to do. Are you really gonna watch Death Note?
Well, I keep saying that. It's becoming almost a gag at this point.
Well,
but
the
problem is just that I don't have time. So maybe
it's not even that long. I finished it in
it's like 50 episodes.
I don't have any place where I can watch it. Is the issue?
It's on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I have Netflix.
Yeah. Crap. What am I gonna do then? Does anybody have one picked out so I can think about it?
I'm going. Well, you already know what I'm going.
An ending that I wasn't satisfied with.
We can let Hunter go first since he already has his.
This is a first. Yeah. Let's let Hunter
First
go
time
first.
I've ever gone first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what you got. So let me
talk about the start or just the end.
Let me lay out the structure here. So you're obviously give us a little bit of context for whatever the ending is. I want you to explain what the normal ending is and why you're not satisfied with it, and then give your perfect ending. So
now, if this is if I'm saying games, if the game has multiple endings, can I pick one of those endings?
Wait, no.
Yeah, as long as you have a different ending that you think is better than anything else, like any other endings.
So okay, sure. But,
right.
Okay, then I'm probably not gonna do that. But yeah.
Okay, all right.
Wait, I just thought about it. I don't know.
Well, do you have like an ideal like ending for Hunter x Hunter?
No. Well, okay. Well, first explain the ending that you weren't satisfied with.
The ending was it. So basically, the main character Gon, he summoned like all his power to like defeat one enemy. His enemy was really strong, but he could have, if he didn't use all that power, he could have became a lot stronger in the future.
Oh.
So
okay.
he destroyed all of his like that power that he has. It's a thing called Nen, but none of you guys have no idea what that is.
Okay.
True.
But he used all of it and just sacrificed it all just to fight one enemy. And he can never use it again, which I'm really mad about. So then he basically turns into this like husk thing, and his friend goes around, gets his like sister that can like grant wishes and stuff like that after like completing 3 demands.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Got it.
And obviously she healed Gon, or he healed Gon with that, and then after that. Obviously he gets all his doesn't get the Nen back, but he gets his life back and stuff like that. So he meets his dad after like not seeing his dad the entire time. And he doesn't get to really do anything anymore because that's just kind of how it ends. He sees his dad at the top of a tree, like this huge tree.
Okay. It's anime, Luke. Anything.
I know. Yeah. I'm just like, whoa.
And that's like kind of the end. Is they just talk about like an adventure, and then it just ends.
Okay.
All right.
So I get why that kind of ticks you off, because it's like he wasted all of his power in that one moment when he could have expanded it over a longer time. Yeah, okay. That's pretty relative to life. A lot of people do that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Just an interesting way of thinking.
Yeah. So what would you want out of like what ending would you want?
A better ending was that like if like it's not like One Piece, but sort of like One Piece, how it like still continued.
Okay.
Like he didn't like use all his Nen, but like he had a different like, because the thing that he used, because it was like this thing called like it's like I don't remember exactly what it's called now. But it was either he sacrificed all his Nen for that and stuff like that, right?
Okay, yeah.
It was like a fair trade off. But what I was kind of hoping was that it was different, like how it's different, like what he sacrificed instead of his Nen, he sacrificed something else.
Okay. So
I don't know exactly what he would sacrifice, but
so have more of a meaningful sacrifice.
Yeah, other than just Nen.
Okay, and is that like the basis of the ending is what he sacrificed, or?
Well, not exactly. It's just so he used all the Nen, and then he just can't get it all back. That's basically
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah. So you just wish he had like what do you wish he would sacrifice?
I honestly don't really know. It's just not Nen.
Maybe that he. Okay. Yeah.
Well, because if he just sacrifices, if he would have sacrificed his life.
Yeah. Okay.
Because he wanted that he was gonna die. He's gonna die anyway. Well, he's gonna die anyway because he lost all his Nen. So why didn't he could have just sacrificed his life and then could have got revived at some point and then.
Right.
This is
had all his
really
Nen still.
Mind-boggling.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
there's so much build up to this. I'm just like jumping in exactly right at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You gotta watch it. It's really good.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, you talk that one especially. You talk about quite a bit.
It's probably my favorite anime I've watched.
Yeah.
Not because it has my name. Literally, it's so good.
Yeah. Well, I'm more of a Luke guy myself, but.
Yeah. Do you have yours picked out, Luke, or would you rather I go first?
Toy Story 4.
Toy Story 4.
Has everybody seen Toy Story 4?
I haven't watched it. I've watched the original trilogy though, and it's very near and dear to my childhood heart.
Oh yeah, me too. I love Pixar a lot, but especially Toy Story is probably my favorite Pixar franchise. And I was so excited for Toy Story 4. I was a little bit skeptical because it had been a while since the Toy Story movie came out, and I really loved the first 3 as a kid. Mm-hmm. And the 4th that came out, it was new and it had like new characters, and 3 had such a solid ending. It was a tearjerker.
It
made like he gave all. I mean, Andy, the guy who like has all of his toys, right? Like in the movies, which I'm sure you've seen it. And if you haven't, then I'm not gonna worry too much about explaining too much of it. But he gives all of his toys away, which are like the main characters of the story.
Okay.
And it's sad, but it's also kind of heartwarming because it's like. The little kid gets to carry on their like thing, and I was like, okay, that's a great place to leave off. And then they made another movie because they're Disney.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so they had to like pad out the story more, and they introduced new characters like the Forky guy who he was like whatever.
I've heard very mixed things about him. Like some people, you either really like him or you really hate him. I feel like my impression of him was he was just annoying for the sake of being annoying.
Yeah.
So, but
it's kind of like he was trying to be Olaf. But Olaf was like, you forgot that Olaf was also charming and funny.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
That kind of deal. But anyway, the ending of Toy Story 4 is one that I've just always just not understood. Because Woody's character always throughout has been being loyal to Andy / I forget the girl's name who he gives his toys to, which is really ridiculous, but whatever.
Yeah.
Always being loyal to his owner. So anytime that Andy's in trouble, he's always there for Andy. And every time the other girl's in trouble, he's always there for her.
Right.
But at the very end of Toy Story 4, he has a choice to like go back with all the toys and be with her and like keep living out his life as a toy, or be off on his own with Bo Peep, who like was also kind of on her own in life, and he was gonna go on with her instead of being loyal to his owner, which I thought was just like a complete character out of nowhere. It didn't have any build up or anything. It just completely changed his character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which I wasn't really a big fan of, I guess. But it was okay, because I count Toy Story 3 as the canonical ending.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really think about the fourth one.
Yeah.
Or, okay, Bonnie Anderson. Thanks, Hunter. Hunter and his quick thumbs. Very, very good.
Yep. Interesting. Okay.
I don't know why I just chose to take a drink there. While I was talking.
Yeah. I also really wish they didn't make a fourth one, because the third... I have a very unpopular, well, maybe not very unpopular, but the third movie was just my favorite, just because it was such a beautiful ending.
Honestly, those movies are so loved that like if you say you like one more than the other, no one's gonna bat an eye, because it could go anyway, except for 4, I guess. Yeah. And just so you're all aware, it's been confirmed there's a 5th one coming out.
I was gonna say
I heard about that. So
I'm not too thrilled about that, but we should see that one together, I think.
No.
No.
I'll have to watch the 4th one.
You haven't seen it yet?
No.
I haven't seen the 4th one.
So, I mean, animation-wise, it's beautiful, but...
So, what ending were you wanting for that?
Probably just like the opposite, to make a different choice, to be with Bonnie and to keep her happy and be her toy like he always has been.
Right.
And to kind of, I don't know. I feel like the mistake at first was just making another movie.
Yeah.
And from there, it was hard to really get back into the good storytelling that it had beforehand.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Yeah. I just kind of wish that it didn't go the way it did.
Yeah. I do, like, I'm not fully opposed to them making more movies, because, like, I feel like it could also be for the next generation to experience what we experienced. But
yeah, true.
They have to make them good
as
well. So it's like... You know, I mean, I guess some kids, you know, you throw an iPad in their hands, they don't really care nowadays.
This is true, I know.
So, you know, you can use the argument, like, you know, it's not for you, it's not you're not the audience.
Target demographic,
but I still feel like you should value having, you know, qualities for all audiences.
Exactly.
Like, I feel like that's the smart thing, money-wise.
Especially some of the older Pixar movies did a good job of that kind of thing.
Yeah, so... Like, yeah,
but yeah, they're kind of capitalizing on the like. Well, it's almost Disney. Rude to kids. Like, they're being like, oh, we don't have to have a a plot. They're kids.
Yeah, they're stupid.
Yeah,
we could just make stupid, funny, annoying characters.
Yeah, like that's cheap. I don't know.
Yeah, but is that all you have to say?
Yeah, pretty much all I have to say. I bet I could think of another one. I bet we can go around again.
Probably. Yeah, we could.
I like this idea.
Hunter's like,
maybe not.
I was gonna say something about the iPads, kid. Remember watching like raindrops on the window, like racing?
Yeah, like
I know. Yeah. Or like in the car when that kind of thing.
When it was raining, it was just like you just see which one would win.
Did you guys ever? Did you guys ever have like the whenever you'd be on a car ride, you'd have like the invisible like man that would like do like parkour and stuff and like hop over like trash cans and like.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
This is a revelation because when I used to do that all the time.
Every car ride, I would envision some kind of like.
That's amazing.
It was always like a stick figure man, like stereotypical stick, and he would always be like running and
and
like.
I didn't have.
Or sometimes he'd be like bouncing on the power wires.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so I went to told my brother about this. I was like, "Do you do that?" And he's like, "No, that's weird." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Then I just stopped doing it.
You have schizophrenia. Like what?
I can't believe you just said that.
Yeah, that's
so funny.
I didn't have
that. Like, what are you guys talking about?
I had something completely. I had something different. You know what it is.
The raindrops thing?
No.
No?
The thing that when we're on our way home back from the...
oh, yeah.
I'll tell you about that story after the podcast.
Okay, all right. All right. Yeah, but I always had that too. Just like, and he like. The parkour would be like impossible to perform, obviously, but like he would always somehow survive and like keep doing it.
Yeah,
like,
or like whenever there'd be like a tree in the way, he would just like bust through the tree.
Yeah. We're revisiting our
I
childhood
can't believe that. That's so cool to me. We are very like-minded.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
And Hunter's not at all. He's just, he's a loser. Well,
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
He's doing his own thing.
You did have the raindrop.
Screw you too.
Yeah. You didn't do the raindrop thing.
I did the raindrop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I race them to see which one wins. Sometimes they were like combined, and I was like, they're teaming up. Oh, sweet.
And you would get so mad when the one that you picked didn't win.
I know. Yeah.
That was the most annoying thing.
I know. I was like gambling. I was like, come on.
Yeah, I know.
Go.
What are you yelling at in the back?
I bet a lot of money on you. But yeah, so
that's good.
I'll move on to my
smooth
ending here.
Transition.
I know, right? It was perfect.
Yeah, it's great.
So this is a show I highly doubt either of you have watched or even know about. It is an older show as well. It's called Dexter. I think I brought it up before.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
My mother loves that.
Yeah, it's an animated show, right?
No, it is.
No, you're talking about Dexter's Laboratory.
Yeah, you're thinking of Dexter's Laboratory.
Lab. Got it.
Not
that one.
Spiritual successor, if you want, I guess.
Oh, okay.
No, not at all.
So what is the basis of Dexter, the show?
So this show is about a man named Dexter Morgan. He is a blood spatter analysis for like the police or whatever. So he helps them in like investigations. But what's special about him is he himself is also a serial killer, but he kills other bad like serial killers, murderers, like people that deserve to die. He's basically a vigilante.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Yeah. So this.
How old is this show?
It came out early 2000s, like maybe late 90s.
So many shows I wish I could watch and just am like, I don't care.
It's so good.
I can't hold myself accountable.
Watched it.
What?
Technically, I have watched it because my mother loves it.
Oh, right. That show? Yeah. Is it a longer show?
It is. So there's 8 seasons, and this is actually, I'm glad I did this over Death Note because this is a perfect example of not knowing how to end something. Mm-hmm. So this first off ran for way longer than it should have. Season 4 is widely considered, it's my favorite, and is widely considered the best season, just writing wise, pacing wise, just narrative. It's great. I still like all of the seasons up until season 8. I do acknowledge the drop in quality.
Yeah.
A lot of the plot is stupid. There's some plot points that's just like, why? But anyway, how it ends is throughout the whole show, Dexter and his sister, she's like a stepsister, but she like was there his whole life for him.
Yeah.
And they're the relationship of the show. They're really close. How it ends is, and keep in mind, she doesn't know about him being a serial killer until the end of season 6.
Oh, so it's like a secret identity.
Yeah, it is a secret identity. So nobody knows about it. Obviously, people find out about it along the way.
Sure.
But this is the big important one, is because this is the closest person to him that he's kept it from all her life, and she thinks she's known him. And basically, she finds out at the end of season 6. In season 7 is used as a transition period of her accepting that he's a serial killer. Okay, so it's her growing to this idea all the way through season 7, and by season 8, she's pretty aware of it and pretty accepting of it.
Okay.
Which for the ending I want is not a good thing, but I could see them using this in a good way. But the ending is just widely by the audience. Pretty much everybody hates the ending. It's basically just spoilers. Dexter's sister, she ends up getting killed.
Oh wow!
I think it was because of his actions. He didn't kill her, but he was like indirectly involved in her dying. And he has this whole thing where like he always dumps his victims' bodies into like this lake or whatever.
Oh, the same lake?
Yeah, so
it gets messy.
So that's what he does with her. He doesn't like chop her up or wrap her up or anything like that. He just like drops her body, and then he like everybody thinks he died because there was also a storm on that lake, and his boat washed up on that whistle. I hate it so much. His boat washed up on shore, like all destroyed and everything. Somehow, like in the very last few seconds, it's shown that he is very much alive. Yeah. He's moved. He has this huge beard, and he's like a lumberjack for some reason, hiding out in like the wilderness.
Okay.
Very far away. And it just doesn't make sense why they did this. That in itself is a terrible ending.
Yeah.
That would be bad enough to have.
Oh, here we go.
But then I think it was 2020 or 2021, they brought it back for a small mini series because even the writers were like, maybe we can re-end this and give it a satisfying ending. And it's even worse.
Oh, no.
So basically,
I'm super invested in this now.
So basically, something I forgot to mention as well, during season 4, Dexter ends up like having a kid or whatever. He has a son, but he like, when he disappears, he gives that son off to someone else, because he doesn't see himself as responsible for taking care of him.
I mean, understandably so. He's a serial killer.
So this miniseries, it revolves around the son. He finds his dad, Dexter, where he's hiding, and the growth of this show is about his son. He's also a little messed up in the head.
Oh, yeah.
Slowly kind of becoming like his father, and his father eventually ends up mentoring him in how to do this correctly.
Interesting.
So
wow,
it's
a lot of
not
plots going around.
It's not a bad plot whatsoever, and it could have been done perfectly, but it was a very small miniseries, and they didn't use their time very wisely and rushed to the end, and the end is very big. It's Dexter getting killed by his son. His son kills him because
that sounds interesting.
Yeah, he has a big his son has a big revelation. The main problem with this ending is it's just very rushed and very predictable, and doesn't make a whole lot of sense for the characters. And
it sounds like it'd be a good ending if it had proper build up.
Yeah, and it just did not. It was very short. There were so many plot holes and and just a whole lot of loose ends that were not finished. So they basically ended the show twice, and both times were terrible. What my perfect ending for the show would be, I think, first off, the main series, it should be so much like shorter. Like, I'm thinking maybe season 5 or maybe season 6 could have ended it. I think how it should have ended is Deborah, his sister, when she finds out that he's a serial killer, because their relationship is the focus of the show. I think, and she's very, like, she's been climbing the ranks this whole show of the police department. She's like becoming lieutenant, and like her whole life she's fought.
Oh, so she's like against what he's for.
Yeah, she's also working in the same police department as him. So she's like a detective and helps like find all these serial killers. I think she should have been opposed to him doing this, like very more than she was, and not like grow towards this idea. Maybe they can like make her kind of grow towards it, and then like realize this is wrong. Because even though what he does sounds right and is in a way, wrong. It's not.
Almost
it's still,
like Saw a little bit.
Yeah, it's still murdering people. Yeah. And there has been a couple instances where he was wrong about the people he killed, where they didn't deserve to die. So it's like things like that. And I think I don't think she should have killed him. She should have brought him to justice and brought him to the law, because his whole thing, this whole show, is he's against how the justice system works because it fails a lot of people. And I think by him going through this process and ending up in jail and serving time for what he's done could like prove to his character that, like everything he stands for was wrong. And I feel like that would be just a great ending to the show, and I don't think there'd be. It's a little predictable, I guess.
Sure,
but
sure.
There wouldn't be a whole lot of complaining, not like there
Yeah.
is now.
Yeah.
It sounds like that would work. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I like
still
that
a
idea.
very good show, and I still Jesus, my whistling is okay. But it's it's a very good show, and I recommend it to everybody. It's really good.
You explaining the plot a little bit kind of like gives me a little bit of Death Note vibes, though.
It is, yeah.
'Cause, like-
I never realized that. It does have some correlation with Death Note, a vigilante in ways, seeking out to, do justice to bad people.
Now, I'm assuming this is rated R, correct? Or TVMA or whatever.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? I think it's 14, actually.
Really? I would imagine.
It has a lot of nudity and all kinds of that stuff, so it's R.
Well, it's not on Netflix.
It's on HBO Max.
I could have just asked you, but instead I went off on my own and looked it up on. I don't know, I moved my head so much when I said that.
I guess this is a little small talk I could talk about because we brought this up a lot, and I've been struggling to work around it as I explain things. If you've noticed,
Yes.
But this freaking whistle.
Yeah, I know. We keep mentioning it.
So
it's almost as bad as Hunter's Lobsters.
So
Hey.
there's actually a bad reason as to why this is happening. I just recently had dental work. I had a cleaning, and they had to remove, because I've had Invisalign before, and after Invisalign they gave me a permanent upper and a permanent lower retainer. That is just to ensure that your teeth stay where they're at and don't shift.
Very worth it.
Yeah, but basically, when I got this dental work done, when I got this cleaning done, they had to take off my upper retainer because they couldn't get in there.
Yeah.
And when they put it back on, they put it back on wrong.
Oh.
So now my teeth are constantly shifting, and I have to wear my temporary retainer during the day
really?
now.
Is it on right now?
No, it's not. Otherwise, I would have a lisp. If my temporary.
Not good for podcasting.
So it's either like, do I whistle a lot or do I have a lisp?
These are the important choices you have to make.
But it's so annoying because my teeth are constantly in a battle of shifting, and then I put my temporary retainer on, and they're going back together, and it's just constant suffering.
Yeah.
Like by the end of the day, if I don't wear my retainer, there's a gap, and then in the morning after wearing my retainer, they're all pushed together again.
Oh yeah.
It's just like I hate it so much.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but
That's interesting. I didn't know that. I mean,
Yeah.
I knew you had like a gap between your teeth, but I didn't know that it was like an actual.
Well, I usually don't.
Yeah. Well,
So,
it doesn't mean like I thought it was just like the way you were born or whatever.
No, my teeth used to be so much more crooked, but after getting Invisalign, it was,
Yeah, I'm going to stress this to the viewers because I just want to say this. If you have braces, or if you're thinking about getting braces or any orthodontia, do, because it was definitely very painful. But my teeth look so great.
Yeah,
It's amazing. I'm so happy.
It was
with
great.
it.
I was so satisfied.
Yeah.
So the movie is rated mature, but the anime
It's a movie?
itself is
Anime?
it's live
Excuse me?
action. It's live action movie.
There's not a movie for Dexter.
No, for Death Note.
There's a movie. Oh, that's right.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a movie.
So
I wish
yeah,
I didn't remember
for
that
Death
there was a
Note,
movie.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
for Death Note, it's mature for the movie, and for the show itself, it's 14 plus. It's 14.
Oh.
Okay, got it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I was just letting you guys know.
Now I just
No, yeah.
now I just realized you were talking about the rating of Death Note, not Dexter. That's what I was talking about.
Was I?
Were you?
Yeah, because we're talking about Death Note.
Well, I don't even remember.
Well, now you have both of them.
This is the problem with my like. I think my memory is very like crazy a lot, and I'll say stuff like that, and I think I'll just say it as like an aside, just like make conversation, and then I'll
Yeah.
realize that like I'll just forget what I said because it wasn't actually important to me.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, that went pretty according to plan. I honestly didn't think it would turn out as well as it did this episode
good.
because this topic was kind of like I had to think of something. Which brings me to my next thing. It's been a while since either of you have thought of a topic for
I was
an
thinking
episode.
this too, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, Miss Austin's just taking over the podcast.
Yeah, no, it's actually been terrible. I've been struggling lately.
Yeah, I know.
So
Like, maybe time for us to step in.
yeah, you guys take a swing at it
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the next episode.
All right, gotcha.
What-
Wouldn't do like a duo thing or?
I guess so.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
can like discuss and talk about
Yeah.
it. Like I said, I won't say no to any ideas, so whatever you got. Yeah, Luke's smiling mischievously.
Killing Austin.
Oh no! No.
You said you won't say no to any ideas.
That's true. That
always
is
your
true.
go-to.
That is true. I guess I'm going to die soon.
What about killing Luke?
Wait, no, hang on.
Hey.
I'm making this idea.
Yeah. All right, but I'm going to close this off now.
Yeah.
We're going to end things, if you will.
Ooh, that's funny.
Funny,
haha.
But he made the episode just to say that at the end.
Yeah. And I always just wanted to do like a little clickbaity thing. Just be like, I've always just.
I can already hear the edit of.
Yeah. If I had a platform, which we do now, it's just always fun to at least once do a little clickbait. Be like, my YouTube career is over, stuff like that. Yeah. So.
We're just like, it's over.
Yeah.
And if you're like Jacksepticeye, you'll make a couple of videos, or if you're like Markiplier, you'll make a couple of videos like it's over. Yeah. And you just have nothing to do. I'm like,
Yeah.
All right, but you guys ready to close this off here?
Yeah.
On 1, 3, 2, 1. Peace out,
Media Junkies.